Hello, hello, hello. I'm 2 minutes late, but I'm here. Hello, guys. How tonight's topic is changing your mindset from debt to abundance. Changing your mindset from debt to abundance. All of us, as we know, have this debt, right? Some of us have debt without even having credit cards. How could that be? But that is so true. Before 2017, before I started my spiritual journey, as everybody knows, it's all about my book, Numbers, Angels, and God. But before I started my spiritual journey, I had debt, student loan debt, regular bills, which I don't consider that debt. I just consider that, living above my means and having way too many bills without way too many bills. And um, debt. What is debt? So I consider debt is like, I guess, everything on your credit. So at that time, I really didn't even have any debt. It was just like my regular bills, my student loans, and just like some old stuff, but no credit cards. And but I still felt like I was never getting ahead. So what is truly debt? What is debt? And and I guess I have to kind of get my mind wrapped around this. What is truly debt? Could it be credit card debt? Like, you know, um, maybe when you file bankruptcy, that's debt. Or whatever's on your credit that has kept you from getting more credit. I'm assuming like that's debt, but whatever it is, if it's keeping you from having more or the things that you want, tonight we're gonna get behind and figure out what debt, going from changing your mindset from debt to um, abundance. Okay, I am prepared, guys. I just feel like I'm a little off now. But changing your mindset from debt to abundance. And the first thing that you need to do is, first of all, figure out what your debt is and where it's coming from. Is it car notes? Because if it's a regular car note that you're paying monthly, I really don't consider that being debt. I consider debt being something that's just been dormant on your credit and you just, can't get ahead or can't get any new credit because this stuff has just been sitting there. That's what I consider just piling up. That's what I consider debt. Like right now, I have credit cards and a bunch of credit cards, which they're not behind. They're just, they have a balance. So what you have to do to go from the mindset of debt to abundance is you have to first change your vibration on how you look at debt, how you view debt. Change your vibration. Whoever's here, let me know that you're here so I can, say hi. But change your mindset. That's the first thing. Change your vibration. So every time you look at these letters or every time you get a phone call, answer the phone calls with grace. Open up this mail with grace and look at this. Look at all your debt and just write on. First of all, write on the debt or the bills paid off. Let's start with that. And then knowing all of your debt, knowing how much you owe on everything. And you can choose whether or not you want to add your current things that you owe to this list, or if you one of the ones who like to get your credit cleaned up. I went from 580 to 745 within less than 6 months. So if you want to decide on things on your credit that you want to clean up, I can teach you that too. I used to do credit card. I used to do debt, not consolidation, but debt negotiation. And so I know the tricks to getting things off your credit. However, when I got focused on cleaning up my credit, I never had anything on there that I needed to like dispute. It was just about to fall off anyway. So that was a good thing for me, that it just, it was the timing and it was time for it to just fall off. So by that time, I just had to build some credit. And once I started building credit with 2 credit cards, then paying them on time, then I went from there. But tonight is about debt and to abundance. So if you have the mindset that sometimes you don't want to spend this because if you spend this, then you won't be able to do this. Well, that's coming from a place of lack. And I know it doesn't seem like it and it doesn't feel like it, but anytime that you say that you can't go buy something, or you think about this bill and you say, well, even if it's a credit card, it's $500, I just want to pay it off. I don't want to buy nothing else till I pay it off. Well, that's saying that you don't have faith in God. And I'm coming from a spiritual standpoint, okay? That you don't have faith in God, that he's not going to flow more of this money energy into your life, that you will be able to not only pay off that, but get more things. So when you're operating on a place, anytime you're dealing with debt, coming from a place of lack, then you will not be able to flow more of the energy of abundance into your life. I want to make that very, very clear. Even when it's time when someone call you up and say, hey, I really need this, do you have this? Can I borrow this? And if you're one of the ones who say, I have it, but I'm not gonna let her borrow because I don't know when she's gonna give it back, you're coming from a place of lack. Understand, that's not being smart. That's coming from a place of lack. If you have it and you know that you don't need it to put on another bill, you just have it in a reserve, and you don't know whether or not this person is going to pay you back or not. If someone needs something and they come to you, God is sending them to you, then this is your test. This is your test to see how gracefully you handle abundance. That means let them borrow, let them have it, because if you know this person and know that this person does not have any, they don't plan on paying you back, or you don't know when they'll be, not that they don't plan on paying you back, but you don't know when they're going to pay you back, then give it to them freely and don't worry about when you're going to get paid back, and just know that God will take care of you. That's where you come from a place of faith, totally a place from spiritual faith, saying, I'm allowing this to go out because God supplies all my needs. And I know that he will send it back to me, more than what I let out, or gave out. So that's when you operating, and you know for sure that God will turn that blessing around and bless you back again. It's like sowing a seed, so to speak, in a spiritual way. So I do have a quick affirmation that I want to say about, if you, like, for instance, if you're in business for yourself and you're needing some customers or some clients like myself. So I am starting to do this affirmation. Now is the appointed time today. And by the way, you may want to get a pencil and paper out, because I'm going to give a lot of really good affirmations to write down. If you are needing more of abundance in your life and you want to kind of get rid of this debt, or not even think about it. The thing is, you do want to get rid of the debt, but you don't want to think about the debt. You want to think about abundance, abundance, abundance. That's what you want to have your mind focus on. So when you're thinking about abundance, when someone comes to you and asks you for money, then abundance, yeah, okay, I'll let you borrow it. I have it, I'm gonna let you get it. And that way, it makes you feel like you are abundant, because you had this money to lend out or give out. And for sure, without a doubt, that is showing that you have true faith, okay? So this affirmation is really good to say if you, for anything in your life, whether you are a business owner or you're working and you're just looking for something unexpected. So you can say, now is the appointed time. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. Now is the appointed time. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. Keep affirming that, keep saying that, and that would definitely help you. Hey, Candace, that would definitely help you in your walk, in your faith, and knowing that, good fortune is coming your way, definitely coming your way. Also, I want to say, when you are feeling like you're needing some money in your life, when you know that the bills that you have, they don't equal your income, Okay, so the bills that you have, it does not equal your income. You just need something to say that will bring in unexpected money, you know, all the time. Unexpected money. So you know that you have this job. It does not equal what you owe to everybody. So you need something other than maybe another little part-time job if you want, if that's up to you. But to show that you have good faith, you can say these other things, and I'm about to tell you what to say, that will bring in unexpected money. Unexpected money. Unexpected money is always a beautiful thing, because just like it is, it's unexpected. And when you least are looking, the least time when you are looking for money to show up, or when you even think, not even thinking about it, it just comes up. It's just, I mean, if I could just tell you how many times it came to me like that, I mean, just read my book, Numbers, Angels, and God, okay? And by the way, in the description, I put in, I am hosting a course online. It's a secret course, actually, because whoever's in this course will not be able to tell what we're doing to bring abundance in our lives. And basically, it's everything that I did to buy my house, to buy my son's car, to have more money than I've ever had in my bank account. So this course is called the Candle Method Party. The Candle Method Party. I have all the information in the description. It should be there. That is a 4-week course, and I cannot guarantee you, but because I cannot guarantee that you'll do the work. But if you do the work, you will surely bring in some abundance into your life, into your space. And I'm talking, when I say abundance, I'm talking about unexpected money. I'm talking, if you are in the process of wanting to buy a house, things will just happen in your life that you know for sure is because of you doing this candle method, and also because God is bringing you the things that you are requesting to the universe. It's so important to know that you have to be definite about what you want, because when you are definite about what you want, that's when God say, okay, I have a clear, concise information from this person or request. I can answer this request. It's clear, it's concise. But when you're one of the ones, I don't really know what I want. Like, I want a Porsche Cayenne, but I really don't know what color. I really don't know what, if I want it to be a hybrid or a regular Porsche Cayenne. I really don't. Well, you won't get it. That's why I probably don't have the one I want right now, because I have been wanting a Porsche Cayenne for the longest, but I always get confused on what kind, what color, so many things. But I know for sure, I know the make and model that I want, and that's a Porsche Cayenne for sure. Okay, so if you have your pencil and your paper ready, here are some things you can say. There's some feel-good things you can say. Feel-good things you can say that will get your vibration up, because that is the main thing that you need to do, is get your vibration up. So this is how the law of attraction works. Even though the law of attraction, and most people fear or feel that the law of attraction does not work, because you put it out there, you ask for it, and you don't receive it. You put it on a vision board and you don't get it. Hey, Nicole, I'm glad you could join me. And so that's how the law of attraction, when you're dealing with the law of attraction, you really have to know the skill to make it work for you. There is a skill to it, like anything else. So here's what you need to do in order for the law of attraction to work for you. You have to get your vibration up, okay, to match your desire. Okay, so for instance, you want a new job, you want a promotion at your job, at your current job. You love this environment, you love the CEO, you love the people you work with, you just want to move up in the company. Okay, so how you move up in the company, you put this request into the universe, the law of attraction. You ask for what you want. You're definite about what you want. This is the desire. I know what I want. I want this position. I want this position to pay this salary. I want to be able to have, more vacation. You just say exactly what you want, okay? And it may not even be for that, company. So don't get too specific, but just be definite. You can be specific, but not definite. I mean, you can be definite but not specific. So you can say, I want this position. I love this company. And so if I'm able to stay here, then I will, I would love that. But I want this type of position with this type of pay. And then you have to bring your vibration up to match exactly the same level as your desire. That's the secret of law of attraction. Okay, I'm telling you, it has to be the desire and the vibration have to meet side by side, because you can say, I want that position. Okay, I want that position so bad. I know what I want it. But then your vibration is down here. Like, okay, this white girl got it last time and she got it. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna say what I wanted. I know they kind of prejudice, right? Your vibration is so depleted and it's all the way down. You cannot think like that when you're trying to have a desire that is put into the universe so it can be manifested. You have to have the vibration, the positive, the compassion, the peaceful vibration up, your energy level, the same level as your desire. And you cannot waver on the two. So if the desire is, I really want that position, but I really don't know because I don't have experience, I don't have this. And then your vibration is real high, like, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so positive, I love everybody, this company is so great. You still may not get that position because guess what? The vibration is not meeting the desire. They both have to meet side by side at a high level, okay? That's so important. People think and that's why they always say in the movie, and I'm not a big fan of The Secret. I used to be like I don't know, before I knew like true spirituality and how to request from the universe, I used to be, all in for The Secret. The Secret was like everything to me. But then you have to realize people only give you just enough to get you hooked and not the full recipe, okay? And that's how The Secret is. It only gave you enough to get you in, to buy all the products, the movie, the book, go to the conferences of the people who were in the movie, but then they don't give you everything that hooks you, because if they gave you everything in the movie, then what's the purpose of going and following these people who are in the movie and going to their seminars and to their workshops and their all their online courses and stuff? You wouldn't need that because you have everything in the movie. So the movie does not give you, first of all, it doesn't give you all the laws of the universe. It only give you that one, and you can't really operate on one law of the universe and you're not utilizing or implementing the other laws, okay? There are 12 in all. So this is something good to say when you are feeling a little bit down and you want to raise your vibration, your money vibration, your abundance vibration up high. I'm worthy of money. I see my debt decreasing. I'm worthy of abundance. I see my wealth increasing. There's always more coming than going out. I feel amazing about paying everything off. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time because it's really good to kind of let this sink in. If you want to write it down, it helps. It helps to start getting, and that's how you get your vibration up and moving in a positive direction. Because I'm telling you, I have been, we all have had these mothers that was born in the 50s or 40s, and especially if you're in your 40s now, and how times was very hard for them, and oftentimes we growing up in that era in the 70s, born in the 70s, we felt a lot of their depression and a lot of the economic way things were back then. And so a lot of their beliefs, and what has to do with money, we adopted those beliefs because we were being raised, we were being programmed at that time with not even knowing that we were being programmed, but we were being programmed. And so a lot of the belief systems, even from your grandmother, from your mother, from your great-grandmother, great-grandfather, uncles and aunts, you adapted some of those beliefs. you adapted the programs. And oftentimes it was a lot about, I'm not worthy enough to receive any money. Hey, Sonia, I'm not worthy enough to receive any money. You know, money is evil, which I don't really, I think people have kind of gotten over that money is evil kind of stuff. I think that went out in the 90s, money is evil, or maybe, you know, in 2000. But I don't think that's the one that people really struggle with a lot anymore. But the word, I'm not worthy, that's a big one that people have struggled with. And we often still have this belief system in us. We don't think we have it, but we do. And when things come up and you are forced to pay something, and then you get, you know, sad because it looks like the money has been depleted from your account, and because you have to pay this huge thing, pay it off. That's a lot of the belief system, because if you believe that if it's there and now you have to use it towards something else, it's not going to come back. That's a belief system. And, you know, of course, I can go on and on with the belief system. I just don't want to talk them up because I've gotten cleared of them, and I'm glad, because I had a lot of that stuff in me when I was, you know, raising my kids, when it came to money, and that, you know, we don't really, I need to get my mind right because I'm ready to, exactly, that's right. So you ready to go to for zero debt? This is what you say, because I think you just missed this, but you want to say, get your pen and pencil, Sonia, because I'm about to give you some good stuff to say. I'm worthy of money. I see my debt decreasing. I'm worthy of abundance. I see my wealth increasing. There's always more coming in than going out. I feel amazing about paying everything off. Okay? I'm worthy of money. I see my debt decreasing. I'm worthy of abundance. I see my wealth increasing. There's always more coming in than going out. I feel amazing about paying everything off. Amazing about paying. And that's the attitude, that's the vibration you want to have anytime you are in the process of paying off debt. You don't want to think about the debt. You don't want to think about, okay, I got to pay this right now. Okay, I got to, you know, let me switch things around, because if you stay focused on it too long, it will catch you. And then it'll give you this feeling, and you don't want the feeling that comes with paying off debt. You want to be in high vibration mode, always high vibration energy when you're paying off debt. Because if you give it just a little bit emotion, just one emotion, sadness or fear, if I pay it off, if I use all of this, then when I have enough money for next week, that's coming from a place of lack, and you will feel all of that. And then if you have that feeling about, if I pay it off, then I won't have no money next weekend, and then another bill is going to come in unexpectedly, because now you're focused on debt. Your mind is set to where you have a feeling about not paying it. That's all of that has to do with depleting your vibration. When it comes to debt, you always want to keep your vibration up high and think about abundance, not debt, only about abundance, okay? Let's see here. Raise your vibration. And you do also want to you know, say some things like you want to be if you want to be in a situation you want to be debt free. I was debt free. I'm not anymore, but now I have credit cards after credit cards after credit cards, and I'm paying on those credit cards. But when you are thinking about abundance, not debt, abundance, guys, when you're thinking about abundance, you want to have an amount in your head that if you want to pay your debt, and you don't have to have your debt paid off to think about money that you want to receive. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us. And so you want to have an amount in your head, and you can just say, once you get that amount in your head, so my amount that I want to make in a month is $30,000, okay? So you can just say, go into this whole frenzy mode about this money, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. It could be for the amount of money that you it could be for the amount of money that you want to pay your debt off, or it could be just some unexpected money that you want to show up in your account. So for me, I want to have unexpected, or it doesn't even have to be unexpected. It could be from, working this online workshop. So I want to make $30,000 within 2 months. I'm going to say that. So with that intention of saying that I want to make $30,000 within 2 months, then you want to say, the universe loves me. I made $30,000 in 2 months. This person paid me, and that person paid, and then this person paid, and another person paid. So you want to set the intentions where, not, if you know it, like for me, I have a business. So, but whatever the situation for you, however the amount it is for you, you just turn what I am saying or curve it to however it fits your situation. This is how it will fit my situation, since it will be paid. This money will come from from the course, and people will be paying this. So this person will pay, that person will pay. Everything that was overdue is now paid off. I feel so good. I can't believe I made this money. It comes so easily to me. Always money is coming easily my way. I'm fearless in letting money go out, knowing that it's my immediate, that God is my immediate supply and endless supply. So things like that, you set the intentions and you just go out on a tangent about this money that's going to take care of everything. And you just say some stuff, you just say, whatever comes to mind, you say it, and you keep repeating it daily. So you probably want to write it down so you can keep repeating it daily, and saying the amount you want, how you think it's going to come. And it doesn't even have to be how. Since mine is a course, of course, I want to say, people are paying me, people are donating money, unexpected money is coming in, whatever it's going to take to get to this $30,000 or for the universe to provide. Because that's the thing, we don't know how. You don't need to know how, you just have to set the intentions. You just have to set have a definite desire, and you want to write it down. So for like you, Sonia, for you wanted to pay off to go zero debt, write everything down. And you may even want to put how you're going to pay it off. I'm going to pay this, every month, and then you just leave it there. Or I'll put this amount towards this, because, again, it can come unexpectedly how you're going to get this money to pay off your zero debt. Another good affirmation that I love for it's a debt affirmation is, my supply comes from God, and big happy financial surprises now come to me under grace in perfect ways. Okay, I'm gonna say that again just in case you guys are writing this down. My supply comes from God, and big happy financial surprises now come to me under grace in perfect ways. Okay, and that one there is like an element of surprise. It's an element of surprise to say that you don't know where it's going to come from, but you want a big happy financial surprise to come to you under grace in perfect ways. That's another great affirmation for debt, paying off debt, because like I said, oftentimes we got all of this debt and this income does not match the debt. So, you want to request from the universe a little bit more to come in so you can pay this debt off, and it won't just be a nuisance to you, pretty much. You want to be able to get it out the way and get it out the way and be done with it and be debt free, and don't bring any more debt into your life, but just have a good time with. So, okay, guys, sorry about that. I just had to ban somebody from. Okay. Okay, so make a goal for your credit card. So definitely write all your credit card debts down. Make a goal on how you how much you want to pay on them. Not how you're going to pay them, but just how much you want to pay towards your debt each month. Remember, when you're dealing with the universe, you don't want to say, you don't want you to be the one to set the intentions on. You are the one paying it off. You want help from the universe. You don't want to deplete everything from you. You want something extra to come in. And so in order to do that, you have to just write down all of the debt that you have and how much you want to put on each one of them every single month. So wherever your blessing comes from, whether it's your job, whether it's a big surprise, financial surprise, you know exactly how much you're going to put towards that debt every month, okay? I think I had one more thing I wanted to tell you. Let's see. Also, you can visualize, okay? Visualization always help because it does set the intentions up, and not set the intentions, but you can actually see the goal in mind. You can see the check in your head, in your vision, in the screen of your mind for the amount that you paying off this debt. So say for instance, if it's for your bedroom suite to a furniture store, then you're gonna have this check in your mind, and there are so many checks out there on the internet, guys, for like law of attraction or abundance. Get some of those checks online and print them off, cut them out, fill them out, and place them wherever you have your debt. So this is really good. So the debt that you want to get rid of, you print some of these law of attraction, this abundance checks from the I'm about to say from the universe. Yeah, print them from the universe. It will surely get paid. Print them from the internet and attach them to each of the debt that you have, each credit card, whatever bill you have. Attach that check to that paid off. Okay, attach it and file it. Stamp it red, whatever color you know, to show rainbow color, I don't care, to show it paid. And that's another way that you're setting the intentions to the universe that you know that this debt is going to be taken care of, that you're not worried about it, that your vibrations is high and vibrant, and you are ready to continue on receiving the gifts from the universe. So that's a great way to see how your blessings come through the door, see how things just start manifesting in your life. When those checks start written, and then you pick up that, and once that bill is paid off, and you like, hey, this worked. I'm getting this off my list. On to the next one. So get you some of those checks, blank checks that's on the internet for the law of attraction or the abundance checks. There's several of them on there. And print them off, and you can have those at your disposal, and you can use them for every. I wouldn't do it one check for the total. I would write several checks for each one of your debts. That will that way you can keep it all separate. If it could all come in at one time, but just in case, you'll be able to check them off. And feel good about, cleaning house with debt. And don't think about debt. The best thing to do is not think about debt. And even when you are to not think about debt, meaning keep doing you, keep going some places, keep having a good time. And I'm not saying shop. It's totally up to you. You can or you can't. You don't want to, because you would know when the abundance happens. You would know when your flow, when your money flow starts to come, when the money energy starts flowing into your life. You will definitely have the feeling. It will push you to go do certain things. I'm telling you, when I was going through my spiritual journey in 2017, and I was behind on the rent, I went and bought my son a car, okay? Hey, Angela, you finally got here, okay? I went and bought my son a car, and because the energy in me, the energy came in me and kept pushing me to move, okay? And that's when you know that you are on the right track. when you are struggling in a way that you feel disconnected, when you feel like, you know, kind of bombarded or depleted from your energy when it comes to debt, money cannot flow through that. You have to keep your vibration up, and you have to move when it's time to move. If you are sitting there waiting and you know you want this car, and you've asked for this car, and you dreamed about this car, and everything is flowing so good in your life, and you have this debt over here, you're like, okay, I can't go get this car. I really want this car, even though they're gonna give me a good deal. I don't have to have a down payment. I don't have to do this. And even though all that stuff is happening in your life, but you're thinking about debt, I can't do this. That's letting you know you're not listening to your intuition. Because if God has set things up, you don't have to worry about that debt. Just like me, it happened to me. I went and bought my son a car. I don't know, like I say, when the energy comes, you go, you do stupid things. And matter of fact, you don't even tell nobody else, because you see how like crazy it is to yourself. So you don't want to go tell nobody else how crazy it is. So I went and bought him a car knowing the rent was due, but I was still being moved to do stuff, it was like, you know, I can't even give you the actual feeling, but you would know we all have that feeling. We all have this feeling. I know I have a friend to the family, my mom's friend, who was buying a new house, and she told the realtor, this is what I want to pay for a house. I don't want to go over it, but this is what I want. And this is all the things that I want in this house. Well, every time they got ready to go look for a house, that house has something missing, but it was in her price range. Then her realtor said, I know what you said. You have a budget. You don't want to go over that budget, but I got this house. You have to come see. You have to come see this house. This house is gorgeous. I promise you, you're going to love it. It has everything and more that you are wanting. She went and looked at the house, okay? And she fell in love with the house, but she was like, I told you I'm on. And she's the type of person, she's born on the 6th of the month. So when I tell you people are born on the 6th, perfectionist, but they also are very strict and very hard on themselves. She would not budge on her budget. And she was like, I love this house. Oh my God, I want this house so bad. Like, it has everything and more that I want. So she told the realtor, I want this house, but I'm not going over my budget. I am not. She was like, what about maybe $500? Or I think it was like $1,000. She was like, no, I'm not budgeting on my budget. This is the budget that I have. I want this house, but if I can't get it for this amount, then that's it. I believe that she actually went up $3,000 more on the house. But as soon as she did, okay, not on the house, she went $3,000 up on her budget, which still was not where the house was at all, did not meet the budget of the house, but her vibration was on point. Her desire, remember, if you want the law of attraction to work, your vibration have to meet your desire neck and neck together. They don't work with one here and one down here, or one up here and one down here, or both of them down here. It's certainly not going to work. The vibration have to be high, as well as the desire to make the law of attraction work for you. She ended up getting the house, okay, for the price she wanted, and she had an unexpected surprise, money surprise that come into her life. It was like a bonus or something. I don't remember. When she told me this story, she was like, so I know what you're saying work. I know it because it happened to me. I was no way I was going to buy that house and budge. And I told her, don't worry about it. But she said the feeling just kept moving her to go do it. And she got the money back and got the mortgage to where she wanted and needed it to be. It's always like that. It's always like that when things are moving in the right direction. When you're on the right course, the right path, things will just work out. You cannot have the control. Yes, it does. Your vibration, that's right, Angela, your vibration has to match in order for law of attraction to work. And so many people say law of attraction doesn't work. Well, to be honest, like I said at the beginning, law of attraction came in at the time, only gave you a snippet of the one law. There's 12 in all. They gave you one law. And of course, if you have, part of that and something else is bothering you, like for instance, one of the laws, the law of polarity, there's 12 universal laws, duality, but one thing that you have to know is that you can still make the law of attraction work for you. You can still make the law of attraction work for you, but you have to have the desire meet your vibration. And that's how it is. If you are, again, I gave this example, Angela, you weren't in here, I don't believe, but wanting to move up in your job or start a new business, you cannot go listen to other people, what other people are saying, oh, so many people is doing that. Or, why are you trying to move up? You're going to get more work and they're not going to hire you. If you're listening to other people, your desire is not, your vibration certainly is not going to be up here, but the desire is still going to be here because it's the feeling that the God within is telling you to go do it. But the vibration is going to fall because you're allowing people to get in your head. That's why it's so important not to tell anybody about what you are doing, what you're wanting. When we were going through our spiritual journey here, my family, I didn't tell a soul. First of all, how was I going to explain that I was buying my son a car and I was a month and a half behind on my rent? There was no way I can explain that and someone with a human body understand that this was going to work. I couldn't explain it. So therefore, I didn't say nothing to anybody. I just got it and was like, it worked. Wow, let's go back to this and let's finish doing what we were doing, because if it worked with that, it's going to work with this, and it will work with that. And it did. It certainly did. For those of you who are just joining in, again, if you look in the description, I have an online course that will start June the 10th called the Candle Method Party. It's a 4-week online course that I will do live Q&As, live talks with you, but to help you get on your manifestation and manifesting a lot in your life and knowing the secrets to manifestation and how you can use it and work on any aspect of your life. So definitely check that out. I think I put all the details in there. The course is $195, but it's for 4 weeks. And once you learn these methods, you can hold on to these methods forever, and it will work in any aspect of your life. Anything that you're, even if you're wanting to heal someone, that's the part of a manifestation as well, healing. You can still use these methods because it's all about vibration. That's the secret to everything. Your vibration has to be up high, guys. I cannot stress that enough. If you are wanting anything out there, you want to bring in new clients, you want to lose weight, anything, you want to move from your city or from your place, anything that you are desiring, you can't get nothing if your vibration is depleted, if your energy is way low, because by that time you're dealing with fear, you're dealing with depression, you're dealing with guilt, you're dealing with shame, you're dealing with all these. Fear is the biggest one, though. All these made up emotions that don't even, sorry, go get in the shower. Sorry. All these made up emotions that don't even matter. They don't even count. So when you think about that, when you think about anything that you want to do, if you want to leave your marriage, your vibration have to be high. Your vibration, you have to be in a positive mindset. I have never known anybody get anything being depressed. It just don't work. You have to bring your vibration up high. And that's even if you got somebody in jail, or you know that they're innocent, or you have someone that is hanging out in the streets. Anything, you still have to keep your vibration high, positive, and knowing that God is working on your behalf. He's answering your prayers. He knows before you know, before you even ask. So let me just give this spiritual law. This is a spiritual law that I'm going to read to you, and basically this is this is for someone to say, how do I know that I want to turn it over to God? You know, how do I know once I turn it over that it will work, or this situation will be handled? And the reason you don't even have to worry about stuff like that is because God does not work on your intellect. He does not work on the laws of man when he starts moving in your life. And that's what the great part about it. I had an eviction and it is not on my credit, and I have a brand new house. That's how that's how this works. Not the law of attraction, but that's how, if you put your faith in knowing that God has all the answers, you know, God is the main source supply of everything. You don't care what's written. You don't care what somebody else has said. You don't care how many other thousands of people did get this because they had this. You should not worry or care or have fear about anything, nothing other than what you are requesting. That's the only thing your focus and your place needs to be. Matter of fact, your focus don't need to be there, because once you turn over, you ask for this, you just keep doing whatever it is that will keep your mind straight and narrow and not to the sides, not listening to anybody, especially not telling anybody. That's why the Candle Method Party online course that I am doing is a secret. Like, once you get into this, you can't tell no one that you're in this group. No one, because once you start talking about what we're doing, how things are manifesting, before the universe can even put it all together for you, you've already been told, and now it's gone, because before the universe can manifest it, you've already told what's going to happen or what you're asking for. So you've already let it out the bag. That's why this has to be a secret. You don't let anybody know that you're in the Candle Method Party group. You don't let anybody know what we're doing or what you're doing or what you're asking for until it starts showing up in your life. And then that's on you if you want to go out and tell people. But that's the purpose of us having this group and keeping it a secret, because we have to be able to come together and help each other manifest what we want, and not let outside influence get in on what we're trying to have. Because once those outside influences get in, I'm telling you, I wanted to work from home, and my baby was saying, yeah, that's right. Everything you wrote came true. See, we all have the power to manifest. We all have the power to manifest in our lives if we just stay on God, if we just keep it there. I want to read you the spiritual law that is so true. Before you are called, you are answered. Time and space are but a dream, and your blessing is there waiting for you to release it by faith. See how beautiful that is? Time and space is of a dream. Just because you are requesting this, it has already been worked out for you. God already knew you was going to come to him with this. It's already been, the intentions already has been set up there. And maybe think about this. Just like even with me going to get my son this car, maybe God has sent his angels, and it could have been angels because they were talking to me like crazy around that time, but whispering in my ear, telling me to go, move, go, get that, go to the car lot, this car lot, get it, put this amount on it, say this. All of that, we don't know, because it's more than just the physical world, people. And I want everybody to understand it is more than just physical. It is more than just physical. So when you think about how this is going to happen, well, hey, Kelly, everything is more than physical. So that's why you have to set the intentions. You have to go out there. You have to make it. You have to put it out there. You have to have a definite, clear, concise desire. You cannot be wavering on, and I'm really bad about that. That's why half the stuff on my list didn't come to pass. It was everything on my son's list that happened. But you have to be definite about what you're asking for, so God can bless through that. Because if it's all jumbled up all over the place, one minute you say you want this, one minute you say that, you're not going to get it, because pretty much you really don't want it. You're just trying to see if it's going to work. So always know, if you want something, be definite. write it down, have the vibration there that you already have it, and let it go to work. Put it in the universe and then just let it go. That's what you have to do in order to manifest what you want in your life. And for the law of attraction to work, again, for anybody who have just joined, your desire have to meet the vibration. Your vibration have to be up high, positive energy flowing in and flowing out, and the desire meeting together, and that's how it will work. And normally with the desire, it's pretty much just putting it out there and just not focusing on it, put it out there and just let it go. And when you put it out there and you don't think about it and just let the universe do its thing, then you will see it show up. Sometimes that work, okay? Sometimes that's good. That's when you want unexpected stuff to show up in your life. When you just, kind of putting it out, and be sure that that's what you want, because last year I said I wanted a Porsche Cayenne. I'm going to buy me a Porsche Cayenne in December. Was that last year, Sam? Last year I said that I was going to buy me a Porsche Cayenne in December. And I said that in September. Well, in September, like a week or 2 weeks later, I had a car accident. Somebody else's fault, hit me from behind. He had really good State Farm's insurance, everything. And that was the time for me to get my Porsche Cayenne, but I didn't. I went and bought a brand new truck, but it wasn't what I wanted. And I don't know why I did not wait. I guess because, when you're saying I want something, then that means you want to have the time to go get it, go look for it, go pick it out. Well, I only had a short time, because once they pay you, then you don't get the rental car anymore. Then you're like stuck. You got to make a decision. And so since I was going from a regular car to like a luxury vehicle, first of all, I wanted it, but I didn't feel it inside. Like I didn't feel like the timing was right. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I didn't go get what I wanted at all. And so I don't even drive it all the time. Sometimes I let my son drive and I drive his car. But because if I would have just kept the universe made a way for me to go get what I want, right? The universe made a way that I didn't get hurt. I had to have a little therapy. I was not in a way that, I broke any bones or anything, but it was raining. And so he really hit me from behind, like really hard. But the thing is, that was the universe giving me my request. It came a little too soon, though, because I wasn't prepared, because I said December, and it ended up happening 2 weeks after I said that. So just know, anything that you put out there, just make sure that it's what you want. You are definite, and when the timing happens, you are prepared to take that leap of faith. If you're asking to quit your job, Lord knows, that worked for me. When I said that I was going to quit my job in January, and then when December came along, this is about abundance. This is about putting your request into the universe. This is about your vibration meeting your desire. My vibration was very high up, because I was ready to go. I was ready to kick off my business and start selling books and seminars and workshops and everything. My vibration was way up high. And then that meets that desire. It was right there. I started 84 days before I left my job. I put up 84 paper clips, and every day I took a paper clip off, even for the weekend. I made sure I took 2 off before the weekend even came. And by December, I started to change my mind, okay? I started to change my mind and say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't leave. Maybe I should just wait a while. Maybe this, maybe that. Well, a situation happened in my job, and they wrote me up off of a lie, which pretty much pushed me out the door, okay? And that's how it works. If you set the intentions and you put the intentions out there for something that you want, and your vibration is way up here, and that intention is meeting that right there, the law of attraction is going to work for you, okay? I don't care what it is. The law of attraction will work for you. If you're mad at your mate and you're saying, I'm ready to leave him or her, and that vibration is here and that desire is here, I want a better life. I want a better life for my children. I want to get out this mess, this toxic relationship. But then all of a sudden, y'all fall in love again. He take you on a trip, buy you a whole new wedding ring. You fall in love. He promises you a change. You go to counseling. If that vibration is up there, that desire was up there, look, you can't stop the universe. It's already in motion. So then when you're thinking that you're ready to stay and you all in love again, and then boom, he turned around and do it all over to you again, right when you was in the midst of saying, oh, you know what, I changed my mind. That that intention, that vibration, and that desire is already, the universe is already working on it. So when you're definite about what you want and that vibration up is high and it's something that you feel like is true for you, you put it out there and it will be manifested. It's just that simple. If you put that intention out there, I'm telling you, that is an old myth that is so real, that is in the metaphysic realm about the intentions. If you read about that, the intentions is so real. If you put that intention out there, just like the car, knowing that me just buying a house, I probably wouldn't need, 6 months later, didn't need to buy a Porsche Cayenne, but I put that intention out there, right? I put that intention out there. And so it happened where he hit me because he fell asleep and totaled my car that was paid off. You know, normally it's always like that. That was paid off, meaning I had to, you know, push me to go get another car right then. Didn't wait till December. So just be clear on that when you are setting the intentions, setting your intentions out there to have something manifested. Okay, I think that is all I have. Again, if you are paying off debt, if you are wanting to pay off debt, if you are wanting to move into the abundance arena, you have to make sure you visualize, okay? That is very important. I say the same things usually about when I'm doing my talk, no matter what the subject may be. Visualization is really important. And the reason why is because oftentimes we get thoughts in our mind through the news, through what we watch, what we hear, what we hear others saying to us. We absorb that information. And if you don't keep your subconscious mind or your thoughts with something that you want to put in there, then something else on the outside is going to come into there, and you're going to fill your head up with those thoughts, and then they will manifest, okay? So whatever you want to manifest, you just make sure that you are putting the right thoughts in your mind. You keep affirmations in your head all the time. You keep your desires in your head moving all the time, because if you don't, that's how negative and fear and negative emotions, mainly fear, can get in there and get trapped. And it makes you feel horrible, and fear, depression. So hand me those papers right there. Hand me those papers. Hand me those papers there. Fear, depression. I'm gonna give you a list of a lot of the. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Chad, don't come back over here with a haircut. Need a haircut. Oh crap! I don't even. Oh, here it is, right here. Fear, grief, depression, despair, powerless, jealousy, insecurity, unworthiness, hatred, rage. Any of these emotions that would get caught up in your subconscious mind and just sit there in your thoughts, and then you will be radiating those thoughts out. And then you will be bringing those vibrations back to you. And then there won't be any way that you will be able to get any of the stuff that you are requesting, because your vibration will be so depleted. Okay, so before you start working on changing or going from having debt to being having an abundant lifestyle, you have to get rid of any of these negative emotions that you have. You have to raise your vibration up. If you are in fear, okay, if you have fear is the lowest one on the, see that? Fear is the lowest one on the list. Fear, grief, depression, despair, powerless. When you're in that, when you're down at the lowest, and fear is the lowest, depression, powerlessness is the lowest, that's when people usually commit suicide because they don't see no way out of that. And when you are there, you need to quickly bring your vibration up because this is all an illusion. The fear, the depression, the powerlessness, all of that is an illusion. It's not real. It's not real. Okay? And you cannot manifest anything when you are there. You cannot manifest anything. You don't have the energy to manifest anything. You don't have the power to manifest anything, especially when you're powerlessness. You don't have nothing to be able to try to bring into your life in no way because you're so stopped up with all these negative emotions. How can God bring something in there in your life and you be able to appreciate it? So if you're feeling any fear, depression, or your power is gone, you have to talk to yourself and you have to, first of all, locate what that feeling is coming from and call it out. Say what you're fearing. Why you feel powerless? Why are you depressed? Why? Because depression is a big one for people. Why am I feeling depressed? Call it out. Find that the path to where that depression is located. Okay, and then and whatever that path is, you say to yourself, "This is why I am depressed." Okay. But just know there's always the flip side is always positive. Why are you depressed? He left. You fired. You got fired. Okay. Why did you get fired? Whatever you have going on, you created that. You brought that into your life. Somehow you created whatever you're going through. No matter what it is, just say, I own it. I created it. So now if I can bring it in, I'm going to send it out and I'm going to get rid of it. I'm done. Now let's move up to the next one. Okay, revenge. Do I have a little revenge? If you got a little revenge, talk about where that revenge is coming from. Why do you have that revenge? And then feel like you need to have revenge on someone. If you don't have that, then, okay, the next one, anger. Where's anger coming from? Call it out. Who made you mad? Who made you upset? Who said something to you? What pissed you off? So with that being said, that person pissed you off. How can you find compassion or something in that to change it? That's right. So true. And so how can you find something in that to be able to change that emotion? Whatever it is, you have to flip it and make it positive. Don't stay in the negative. You can't receive shit in the negative. Nothing in the negative. Nothing will come to you. Only more of that. More and more and more of that will come to you if you stay in the negative. Okay? So I'm going to run this by you again, and then I'm gonna go. I hit an hour, which, you know, it's okay, it's all good. But first of all, you want to write, if you are trying to go from debt to abundance, okay, if you are trying to have more abundance in your life, but the purpose of this live was from debt to abundance, you want to write down all of your debt. Make sure you write it out. Make sure you set the intentions on how much you want to give to that certain debt or whichever one each month. And then you want to go online and you want to print off some of the law of attraction or abundance checks. They have some checks online. You want to print those off. You want to write checks to all of the debt that you have separately, okay? Separate checks from each one, and you want to write paid in full in red, okay, on each one of those. Staple it, put it in the folder, put it in the file cabinet, or wherever you place your stuff, and then you want to go work on your vibration, okay? That's the next thing. So the intentions are write out the debt. Set the goal of what you plan on paying each month on each one of those, okay? But we're not focusing on debt. We're just lining it up so the universe could be able to help us take care of and become debt free. Because ultimately, you know, I'm always going on a tangent, but hold on to me. That's two I just gave you. But because ultimately, we need to start buying property, okay? In order for us to have, especially moving into the fifth dimension, we need to start buying property. Things are shaking up. People are getting angry and upset. That's because we're moving into the new world, the new earth, as they say, for this ascension. And that's why we have Trump in office, okay? There's always a reason why. Always know that God is in control. God is always in control. And so with that being said, we're cleaning out and we're bringing out all this hatred and so we can clean it out. And so once it's cleaned out, we need to be able to have our stuff cleaned up and clean out. So we can start buying some of this property. Because when God changed the world around again, you know, it's going to get a whole new outlook and opportunities for everybody. So get your debt in order, okay? So you can get out here, you can start buying up some neighborhoods, buying up some buildings, buying up your property, buying property, having residual income coming in, having some multiple streams of income coming in, having this stuff at your disposal. So you are able to have and feel free and not worried about who has what, because you're going to have it. Not only that, we're having our own neighborhoods. We're building, we're having property. We are becoming powerful instead of powerless. You know, because no matter what city you live in, you're going to see a whole Indian neighborhood. And I'm not just talking about the neighborhood, I'm talking about shops and grocery stores and all this stuff. You're going to see an Asian whole area of Asian world everywhere. And if they can come over and even Mexico, little Mexico, everywhere. Well, I'm in Texas, so quite naturally I'm gonna see it. But we need to have our as well. Buying property. Buying property is so important. And eventually I want to start like a spiritual group of buying with people or women who are interested in buying property, so we can get together and come up with a plan to put out to start this whole new asking the universe for unexpected money that will come in, and we can just start buying buildings, buying properties, and start, you know, houses and others and on islands so we can rent them out. There's so many ways to have abundance. So you just have to open up your mind and know that it's more than just buying material things, okay? Property is the way to go, because owning property will give you power. It will give you power when you have your own space, your own shops, and it doesn't even have to be your own shops, but when you own this space and you're able to lease it out to companies and have your residual income coming in monthly to you. It feels good that you are leaving a legacy. You don't want to leave a legacy of Nike shoes. You don't want to leave a legacy of Coach purses and what is another big name brand? Louis Vuitton and Gucci purses. That's not a legacy. You need to be able to buy property. Yeah, I think so. That's what I say, Angela. Because that's the thing. When you see all these people out here with these buildings, owning all these apartments, I mean, that's how I think. I'm a Capricorn. Not only really count that, but I'm a 19. I'm born on 19th. My life path is a 5. I look for owning and being an entrepreneur and having nice things and traveling. And when you drive around and you see all these new restaurants and you see new buildings and you see new apartments being built and new housing division, somebody is behind all that, and they're not sitting at their desk. They're behind all that, and And the thing about it is, especially in Texas, you got more people from China coming to Texas, buying property that don't even live here. Trump is so focused on Mexicans that he don't even realize that people from China are coming over here buying property, and they have the right to buy, and they flip houses. They flip houses and they flip the price on those flip houses too, 3 times, 4 times much. So when people from China can come over here and buy in America, we need to wake up, because we need to be going and buying in China. We need to be going and buying in Singapore. We need to be over there buying in Africa. You know, my favorite place in Africa is Zanzibar. I would love to have me a house on the beach or a hotel in Zanzibar. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. We need to be able to put our money together so we can go feed the homeless, feed the kids in Africa, having schools in Africa, hell, having schools over here, putting books in schools over here. That's what we need. Teaching them instead of allowing these teachers to teach our kids how to go and have go to school, go to college, and teaching them how to go get a job. We need to be teaching them how to own property. I'm telling you, that's so important. And I know seems like when we are in our 40s, close to 50. Yes. See, I knew somebody only knew what I was talking about with Zanzibar. Zanzibar is beautiful. And I mean, it's beautiful, it's safe. Zanzibar is the most safe place to live if you want to live in Africa. The people there, majority of them are Muslims, but they are the nicest people. The beaches, the kids, oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, get your credit together, get your situation together. Let's get together. Please tell people about my Candle Method Party. This is a 4 weeks abundance course. This is just to kick off, starting to get your mindset around having abundance in your life. When we finish with that course, we're going to go right into another one, trying to get all of our credit together, get our situation together, start finding these ways to make money, putting money in this money pot, you know, so we can have women that are out there ready to purchase some property. Purchase property houses and other on the beach and other on islands somewhere. But just getting your mindset wrapped around having abundance and not just in your house, okay? Not just in your driveway, not just in your closet. I'm talking about having the type of abundance, having the manifesting buildings, neighborhoods, apartments, you know, beach houses, hotels on the beach, stuff like that. That's what we need to that's what we need to do, okay? So I know I've held you guys for an hour. You know I love all of you. I bring you information. If you can, spread the word, share the post for the Candle Method Party. It is a secret group that we're going to get in this secret group, and we're going to be manifesting, showing you guys how to use the Candle Method effectively, so we can manifest some things in our lives and we can start owning some stuff, okay? Getting our vibrations up, so no matter who comes our way, they can just come and go. We won't allow sadness, anger, depression, jealousy, none of those emotions that we was not born with, none of those emotions get inside to deplete our energy. That's not what we're about in this new ascension coming through, okay? With all this stuff going on, it's all about love. Believe it or not, God is bringing all of this stuff out in the open so everybody can learn how to love, because we're all connected, learning how to love and have compassion for others, because there's so much hate it has to clean out, and you can't clean it out unless you bring it up. And so people would know it's there, okay? Because there's so many people walking around, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, looking and smiling at you, but going back to the house, you know, praying that something happens to you, or thinking bad thoughts, but sending bad vibrations your way. And there's always a way to transform that energy and not absorb it. And that's what we have to learn. That's what I will be teaching. Not just that, but just a tip of that, because so many times we get into these situations with people, and we think because we tell them off, or we tell them a piece of our mind, or you know, we set them straight that we doing what we supposed to do for our sisterhood. You got them, girl. You told that girl off. You did that. But that is the wrong way to go in these days and times, because that's not what today is about. Today is not allowing no one to get you off your high vibration energy vortex. I hate to use that word vortex, but it's so true. It's about no one getting you off there. No depression, no guilt, no jealousy, no rage, no anger, none of that stuff. Bringing your energy level down. We have the time, but we don't have the energy to waste anymore. We have the time, and that's another thing. Please stop saying time is short, or however that saying goes. If anybody know that saying I'm trying to say, how it go when people say my time is, life is short or something like that. I don't know. I don't say it. And if you say it, please stop saying it, because life is long. And if you say life is short, you writing your own death sentence, okay? That's how it is. That is a way to change your destiny. When you say life is short, life is long, and that's how you need to think about it. And you need to take every day and keep your energy level high and moving, so you won't succumb to any of that negative energy coming your way. Okay? I think I gave everything. Write it down. Set a goal to pay it off. Keep your vibration up. Set your desire to meet the vibration. That's the law of attraction. Visualize you paying off this debt. That's one more thing. Visualize you paying off this debt. And so when you visualize paying off this debt, then you will move into the, that energy level, or you are changing your reality, changing the destiny that you want to get all this stuff, and you'll be able to bring in the flow of energy, money energy into your life, because you've set the intention. You have definite desires to get this stuff off, so you can move on to, the next big thing that you want to do in your life. And say these affirmations. Once again, I'm gonna give you a quick, you want to say these affirmations about clearing up your debt. I am worthy of money. I see my debt decreasing. I'm worthy of abundance. I see my wealth increasing. There's always more coming in than going out. I feel so amazing about paying off all of this stuff and bringing more abundance in my life. Okay. Another affirmation is, now is the appointed time. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. That's another one. And one more I have for you. My supply comes from God, and big, happy financial surprises now come to me under grace in perfect ways. Okay, guys, make sure you write those affirmations down. You want to say them night. And if you was with me on another live event, hopefully you are doing your spiritual habits, morning and nighttime habits. Even if you're not doing morning or both, pick one, do one at night or do one in the morning. It helps you keep your vibration positive all day long. But then also include these affirmations for you, especially while you're paying off your debt. You want to say these affirmations daily. You want unexpected money. If you know that you don't want all your money from your job going towards your debt, ask for more. Ask for unexpected money to come your way. Then you will be able to get it. Make sure you're not focusing on debt. Debt is not the focus. Abundance is the focus, okay? Debt is not the focus. Keep your energy high. Whatever comes to you from here on out, learning how to look at that situation with grace, look at it with compassion and love, and let it go in and out. Don't let it get you off your positive vibration, okay? I love you guys. Always remember to love, live, and forgive. Hopefully, I will have another segment for you tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on Saturday, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.